Now for our second speaker. They say he is the heir apparent to Usain Bolt, the next world's fastest human. He came out of nowhere in the sport, didn't start running until his junior year of high school. Wearing basketball and shorts and Converse shoes and using no starting blocks, he secured second place in his first 100-meter race with a time of 10.9 seconds. But he was spotted by Coach Tony Sharp, who noticed his potential because of this. He is now the fastest Canadian sprinter ever. He doubled as NCAA champ in 100 and 200 sprints, first Trojan to do so since 1978, and the first collegian since 2007. He owns the USC school records in the 100, 9.92 seconds, and the 200, 19.88 seconds. In Rio last summer, he won 3 Olympic medals, silver in the 100 behind Bolt, and bronzes in the 200-meter dash and the 400-meter relay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andre de Grasse.
Thank you, and welcome President Nikias, Athletic Director Lynn Swan, Athletic Department coaches, family and staff, and of course my fellow student athletes. So, you probably thought I was nervous lining up for the 100-meter final at my first Rio Olympic Games. Nah, that was nothing compared to the stress, excitement, and panic that I had when I was asked to speak in front of you today. See, at the Olympics, I was able to let my body do the talking, but now I have the humbling responsibility to inspire my fellow graduates, not with my speed, but with my words. So when I stood on the podium in Rio, a variety of thoughts raced through my head. One thing that wasn't lost with me, nor today, was all the people that supported me throughout my journey. From a teenager growing up in the suburbs of Toronto to trying to make it into the NBA, to track athlete, to university student, and now Olympic medalist. I want you guys to pause for a moment to think about all the special people that's been in your corner along your own unique journey. Your own journey that's led you to be here at USC at one of the best universities in the world. Just 3 years ago, I couldn't have imagined competing at the Olympics, let alone winning 3 medals. And never would I have thought of standing here at this podium at such a distinguished university. I wasn't an outstanding high school student. People said I lacked focus, but God had other plans for me. In my senior year of high school, track found me, or I found track. And 3 months later, I was at Kansas at junior college at an exciting new path. I knew that if I kept working hard in the classroom, I might just earn myself a university scholarship. While my times on the track improved, so did my grades. And before I knew it, I was being recruited by USC. It started with Coach Watts flying up to Toronto to meet me and my mom during a winter snowstorm. Coach Carroll decided she wanted a dose of Canadian weather and her first trek north during a power outage in front of my neighborhood. The way I see it, they either choose to ignore the ominous signs from the weather gods or figure that I'd be a tough and resilient athlete coming from the Canadian North. Either way, thank you both for your unwavering belief in me as a person, a student, and an athlete. I knew I was a gifted sprinter, but wasn't sure I'd be one of the blessed few who would make it as a professional athlete. But after my successful 2015 season, suddenly I was being considered a medal contender in Rio. After a lot of time and consideration, I made the decision to turn professional and take a semester off to dedicate myself 100% to my first Olympics. School took a back seat, but I vowed to return and finish my degree. However, I didn't exactly commit to a specific timeline. After my accomplishment at the Olympics, a lot of opportunities presented themselves, some of which were really hard to turn down at first. but I knew I had unfinished business in LA. After a brief couple of days celebrating with my family and friends, I hopped on a flight and found myself back at USC, completing my final semester of school. When I came back, most of my peers jokingly approached me saying like, "Bro, you actually came back after 3 medals? You're big time now." But I told them, yeah, you didn't know I'm about to get my doctorate until I realized how hard it was to get a PhD program. And realized I should probably just conquer undergrad for now. But on a serious note, medals can tarnish and records get broken every day, but a university's degree is something that nobody can ever take away from me. With this knowledge and recognizing all the resources, thank you. So with this knowledge and recognizing all the resources USC had already invested in me, I knew that I owed it to myself, along with my family and friends and everyone who supported me throughout this journey. Although my time at USC was relatively short, it was a pivotal point in my personal growth. The habits that my coaches and the entire academic services instilled in me have proven invaluable as I made the transition into the professional ranks. Who would have known all the countless class checks, time spent in study hall, and lectures on time management and consequences would have helped me prepare for the responsibility I encounter as a professional athlete. USC has provided me with the skills, the experience, and confidence that I've needed to compete with the very best in the world. Physically receiving my degree today will be incredibly rewarding, but it's the 4 months I spent back in the class last fall that I would cherish the most of all. I had achieved everything I could have possibly hoped for as a student athlete, and I was back at school solely to get my degree. I had time to reflect on just how privileged I was and blessed to be earning an education from USC. I would like to thank the SAAS for their tireless work with me, especially Marisa, who supported me every day. She always made sure that I was on top of my work and always gave me encouragement. We spent a lot of early mornings and long nights at the McKay Center, but we got it done. I would like to also thank my mom. There aren't enough things I can say about you, but thank you for always believing in me and being a constant source of motivation and guidance, which have helped me to do my best on and off the track. I know this degree means just as much to you all as it does to me, and I am proud to say that it's with the belief and wisdom that you have all given me that I was able to complete one of the difficult challenges of my life. To anyone I may have missed, I want to let you know, no matter the size of your role, your support has meant the most to me. Since we're celebrating making through this chapter of our lives together, I want to take this moment to congratulate all of you. I'd like to thank you for making this journey, this part of my journey, unforgettable. I've had the chance to see a lot of you in your athletic element, but to see you here today reminds me of the potential that lies of all of us to excel in whatever we put our minds to. Wherever your personal and professional ambitions take you, know that your time as a USC Trojan has prepared you for life's battle. I want to leave you all with this. Every journey walked together will not be the same no matter how similar. Every journey walked together will not be alone. We all have each other, and in common, we have all had trials and tribulations here at USC and in our personal and public lives. We must remember from this moment forward, no matter the wave, how large or how small, adjust your sail. In other words, fight on. Thank you.
Well done.